Hey, look at that. This is early Fuyu. It's a persimmon, and they're just about done. It's October 22nd. It's getting late in the season. However, the season was delayed this year by a lot of spring frosts. But this is the first year, besides the year I planted this guy, that it's fruiting. And wow, is it fruiting. It's going crazy. These things are huge, and there's a lot of them on there. I'm really impressed. Yeah, the design here, if I can just kind of zoom out a little bit, is this is a nitrogen fixing bush, autumn olive. We've got a comfrey plant under here. There's a currant plant that's in front of it that we just planted recently, and that's going to shade the lower trunk so that doesn't get a bunch of sun damage. And we wood chipped, mulched around most of it. So besides the year we planted it, it's been growing very slowly, and then this year it suddenly picked up, and then it flowered really heavily and held on to everything. I'm not entirely sure why, and I've read online, sorry, there's a plane going overhead. I've read online that these have a tendency to over and under bear, and I've noticed that in these as well. So like, well, this bared basically nothing for, I don't know, maybe 5 years now. It's been a long time. I'd have to look it up again. And then probably next year it's going to bear basically nothing. Same thing happened with early Jiro over here. Very similar pattern where last year it had lots of fruit on it. And then check it out this year. I've got like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Maybe there's like a couple more. Maybe there's like 10 or 12 on there, which is very different from last year where it had like 30 on there. So this is what it looks like now. It's got a pretty decent form, although it's trying to like, I don't know if it's the east winds or the fruit or the sun. It's leaning this way, and I'm trying to pull it back over. But it's not going super well. We'll see. And then Sidjo back here, not really a similar story. It had like a couple. I think it had like 2 on there last year, and this year it has like maybe 5. They're bigger though. Like, I don't know. They're more plump than last year. So I guess since last year it was like just getting going. Yeah, like this is maybe more the size of last year. Now that it's got deeper roots, maybe it's having an easier time producing larger size fruit, because I've read that they produce pretty large fruit, and I was surprised when I got it, or got the first ones, that they were on the smaller side. But it was just the first year, and I think that's it for Sidjo. I don't really see anything else on there. Yeah, there's maybe one more over there. So, light year on Sidjo. That's okay. It's growing. And then, last but not least, is Nikitas Gift. People complain about this one because it drops the most fruit. And basically the same thing happened to me this year. It had what looked like a very heavy crop, and then all of them dropped, like 100%. So I don't know exactly what happened. I've managed to correct the tree after the winds almost snapped it in half. That may have been what caused it to drop most of its fruit. It's like right after that, it just dumped everything. And I was looking the other day, I could not find anything on there. So, oh wait, no, I'm wrong. There's one. Okay, so a 99% drop. I had to trim some of the branches off of this. It made this like weird, oh, it's soft now, weird. Huh, I don't know what that's about. It was actually hard over the summer, this like resin, and now it's plump, or like kind of squishy again. Huh, I did not know they did that. Anyway, yeah, so similar story to what people have been saying online. This one tends to drop a lot. I've mostly fixed the form on it. It had kind of like 2 central leaders going on, and then the wind kind of like bent it pretty much at a 90-degree angle. I anchored it to the sea berry here, and so now I have basically one central leader at the top. I may have to trim this back a little bit, and this one that was also competing to be the central leader, I've trimmed it a little bit. It looks a little better, although not quite exactly the natural form that Fukuoka showed in his book. So I may have a little bit more corrective pruning to do on it, and I'm okay with that because I bought a bunch of American persimmon seeds from forget, like J.H. Hudson, I think. Anyway, seed company, and I was planning on starting them over the winter, and the prunings I'm going to take off of this and early Fuyu, early Jiro, like all of them, I'm going to try and graft them onto American persimmon seedlings. So I'll see how that goes. I'm probably going to put them up for sale at some point, assuming the grafts are successful. I've heard that persimmons are kind of difficult to graft, so I think it'll be easy to like give it a shot. The seeds cost me like a couple bucks, and yeah, I have to do some pruning anyway for corrections. You know, I want to kind of like trim off a little bit of the bottom branches here. It's like it's getting in this wacky shape, so I want to do a little bit of corrective pruning, and why not save the prunings and try to make more trees out of them. So if it works out, I'll put them up for sale. If not, it was free, or you know, very cheap. Alrighty, that's it. I'm enjoying the kind of fall wet weather out here after the endless summer, as they've been calling it. That's it. Talk to everybody later.